So, Alex, you were explaining something about Matt Walsh fighting with Pearl when the show started.
Yeah, this is I can't.
I first wanted to ask you, why should I care?
What do you mean? Because Pearl's one of the most influential women in the red pill space, and there's not very many women, Tim. And honestly, you should start popping some red pills every now and then, now that you're a father, and get totally based. And Matt Walsh is a great documentarian, and I see two of my personal heroes fighting. And Pearl's losing weight, looking good. She you know how I described that other girl as a Ford pickup truck? Pearl used to look like a Ford pickup truck. Now she's starting to look more like a Tesla. So I'm just, she's my girl, and I don't want her fighting with Matt Walsh, my guy.
She's on fire and covered in bullet holes?
No, not in that sense that she's being,
It's more a Ford Focus.
She's a Ford Focus, and she probably takes Adderall, maybe.
An Accord, yes.
Yeah, Honda
Accord.
I listen. And
a Accord costs twice as much as a Tesla.
the Accords will last a lot longer. But with Sarah and I were arguing about this. Sarah and I were arguing about this a little bit. And Pearl, I was listening to a statement she had after the fact, and love Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh, great documentarian. And Sarah, of course, took his side. But
hold on. Does Tim know what the argument is?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
So you saw the tweet.
Pearl says the primary point of Twitter is to troll your husband. And then Matt Walsh responded, Pearl, I understand that you're miserable and lonely and have never been in anything approaching a functional or healthy relationship in your life. So I'll try to be patient with you. You see, husbands and wives who love each other will often do this thing called joke around. They may even have this other thing that I know is foreign to you called a sense of humor. I hope this clears that up. Now go spew your bullish elsewhere and leave my wife out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what?
Did he just hit her with the keep my wife's name out your mouth?
He did.
He sure did.
He definitely did.
And he ratioed her.
She said, isn't a wife supposed to be a helpmate, not an adversary? And he said, it's called a joke, Pearl. The mother of my 6 children is very much my helpmate in a million ways you couldn't possibly understand, and that I won't waste my time explaining to you. You can take as many pot shots at me as you want. I don't care. Leave my wife out of it. I promise you this is not a road you want to go down.
Well, this is my only thing is that he took the bait. Matt took the bait by even.
He didn't take the bait. He ratioed her into oblivion.
Well,
but she's looking for engagement.
She then says, guess who's going to be on my thumbnail tomorrow with a emoji devil.
I just
Dude,
think
okay, look.
This shtick is getting old.
Pearl's whole thing is woman bad.
Yeah.
And then, like, literally no matter what, you know what's really funny is...
well, Pearl likes big booty Latino guys.
She's got all these simps. Pearl has all these simps.
Her boyfriend's Dominican.
She has this audience of simps. Mm-hmm. And when...
Do they know she has a Dominican boyfriend?
Shut up.
Bro, when you criticize Pearl for having an incoherent message, her simps attack you and call you a simp.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, she's not going to date you. And then they start banging the table and screaming, you can't say that to me. I'm the one who's supposed to say it to you.
Well, also, she tries to use the argument that women should not be telling men what to do, how to feel, anything like that, except when a man disagrees with her and says, I'm the one in the marriage, you're not. Let me tell you how my marriage is because it's my marriage. And she has to then try to correct him, which she tells every other woman you're not allowed to do. She, I guess, is the only one who can do that.
I think the only thing she really has for her show is that women are awful. Yeah. And then it's just like, what I really don't understand is how you create a daily news show where it's just today why women are awful. Here's why.
It's easy. You just like show Isabella DeLuca eating steak and you're just like, this bitch is fat. I'm not saying that, but that's like all you have to do. And then you get a bunch of views. Like,
well, or she baits Matt Walsh and insults his wife.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's that same kind of
gender war stuff like this does billions of views, and it's really, really easy for either side.
There's a lot of guys who don't like women.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
There's a lot of women that don't. I mean, that's why it does billions of views. Because both
men and
women hate women.
Men and women hate each other. Always
and
have.
Women and women hate each other.
And anyone who pretends otherwise is lying.
Yeah, but Tim, women and women hate each other too.
And men hate each other.
Yeah.
In fact, everyone hates everybody. It's just a world of hate.
I mean, really, you're not lying.
The people that feel real passionate about it are always looking for this content. Yeah. There's always people that are pissed off the opposite sex.
But Phil, you don't think it's funny when Pearl calls somebody a 6 and you're like, Pearl, you're a 6. Like,
and then she goes, I know.
I don't pay attention.
And it's funny,
Pearl.
and that's why I think Pearl's funny.
She's like, that validates my answer. If I'm a 6, I know what a 6 looks like.
I think that's
no.
I think
Pearl's
a hard thing to argue.
Pearl saw how there's these women who are like the patriarchy, and what they're really saying is, I hate men. And she was like, I bet I could do the same thing, but for women. Yeah. And then she did, and she makes money. She's probably a millionaire.
I don't know about it. I mean, she does okay, but she got demonetized on YouTube. I think she could have been.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
I don't understand how you do like a daily show where it's just like your subject matter is always just women bad.
Well, drama is what everybody
You just
wants.
go on the
right,
internet and
Alex?
look up stories.
No. Hold on, Alex. I get drama. I understand being TMZ.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is like today on the Women's Bad Show, here's a woman who wore makeup.
I'll tell you why. I'll give you a good answer because there's two different forms of content. There's like content that you can kind of create that people will react to, or you can just react to content. So she's making both. She's creating the content that we're reacting to, and she's reacting to content. So it's like she's kind of doing a two-faced thing.
So what you're saying is society is going to collapse very soon.
Yeah, we're all gonna have the neural link.
You should just start 2 shows back to back, the Woman Bad Show and the Man Bad Show, and they should be one after the other, just 1 hour each
I
day.
got it. What Alex, you could do this.
Pearl
You do
versus
2
Alex?
shows.
Yeah.
One is why women are bad, but then you take your jacket off and claim you're Axel Stein, the twin brother of Alex Stein, and then do
Charlie Kurt.
and do the leftist version where you're like, my twin brother is wrong, and you react to it.
I like that, and I'm anti-woman and I'm pro-woman. So
Bro,
I
actually,
could do that.
This is actually an interesting thing.
You can.
Hold on, wait.
I
If
can do
somebody,
this easily.
if somebody launched 2 channels and claimed to be their own twin brother,
Your
nobody would know.
Your second hour is just you reacting to your first
My
hour.
first hour, yeah. He's a bigot. He's wrong.
Yeah, that's the
that
whole
would be
thing.
Content
easy.
is endless.
Our parents didn't love him enough.
No.
But would anybody believe, like, if you claim to be your own twin, what would the left say if, like, you had 2 channels and you were like, my brother is wrong, I disavow?
Plus,
I don't know, but that sounds like a good
I
social
feel like
experiment we need to
eventually
do.
someone would say we need to see you guys in
Somebody-
the same place.
no, but the
Yeah, but
thing
you
is,
can
green
edit a
screen,
video of yourself in the
green
video
screen
together.
technology
That's
is good
easy.
enough
In real
now
life.
that people can make those videos on their own. That doesn't have to be done by a studio now. So
Yeah.
they could.
What if there's only one Krasenstein? And there's never.
That's what it is. That's it. 'Cause there's only one of them. Yeah.
He's got
You ever
5
seen them
kids.
in real life at the
I
same
know.
time.
That's right.
Krasenstein.
When they were on the show, actually, guess what? They had 2 different camera angles because it was all pre-recorded and edited together. He had to change his shirt and we did part 1 and part 2, and we had to interlace the scripts. It was actually rather difficult.
Well, what they do
Bombshell.
what they do in the movies is like they just have a double stand behind him, and then it's just a guy who looks a little bit like him. with
Wait,
camera on the shoulder.
bro. Like, the Krasensteins totally missed an opportunity here. Like, Ed could have just been like, I'm a conservative.
Well, the Hodge twins are just one black guy.
They miss an opportunity as well, bro. If you're identical twins like the Hodge twins or the Krasensteins, you could literally just have your brother pretend. You could get both markets. You could have a liberal and a conservative, and then you're literally sitting next to each other, but the cameras are pointed at other angles, and then you just make the opposite version of the same
There's
thing.
got to be at least one just unscrupulous agent who's like, I've got an idea. Like at least one has had to pitch that to somebody.
How about one of the Hodge twins trades one of the Krasenstein twins, and then they have 2 shows, Hodge and Krasen.
That would be
Krasen Hodge.
good. But you know, Tim, are you mad that Harry Season gets way more punani than you? Have you seen all the punani he's getting?
Well, the first thing I thought was
He tweeted at you, says, I get way more punani than Tim Pool. And I was like, why is he taking shots at my guy Tim Pool? But I didn't want to get involved.
pretty sure he didn't do that.
I think.
Well, okay, I think you have
Well,
to
he's
get
a-
it.
Married people get laid more than not married people.
Harry Sisson is a dangerous predator.
He is, dude. He was saying, but some of his stuff was cute. Like, it was cute. What it was just like, guilty as charged of being a sexy babe. Like, what was it? What were some of the lines were actually pretty funny. But yeah, I thought the guy was a homosexual. So good for him. He's not gay. So
Yeah. When he offered to give that hot Cleveland to that girl, I was,
I thought that was gross. But hey, at least he's not gay. He's not that. I mean, it could be gross.
What did Blair White say? He said Harry Sisson is the first person who's ever been exposed as straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dangerous predator in all seriousness, and he should go to jail for what he did. If it was, if any conservative was caught doing that, if there's like a young conservative guy, he'd be attacking him, saying, "You're a scumbag."
There was Steel Toe Morning Show, Aaron and Multa. He accidentally shared revenge porn. I think his charges got dropped. But Destiny did the same thing allegedly. So I think there's counterparts.
Didn't Destiny get criminally charged or something?
I think it's civil right now, and the girl that she was just on a podcast talking about it. So I don't know. That's a civil thing. It's not criminal.
Alex, how come all these liberal guys are predators?
Because they're sexually perverted. I think that's why. And there's like conservatives that are perverted, but I think this is why they're extra perverted. Is that they don't believe that a God exists, so they feel like morally they can just do whatever they want sexually and it be a degenerate. And there's no moral compass. There's no.
I've been breaking it down like this, that the culture war has a bunch of different differences, authoritarian, libertarian, whatever. But I do think it's largely those who seek to serve God and those who want to be God.
Yeah.
The left is comprised of people who believe they are the main character, everything is for them, and all that matters is their pleasure. And then conservatives tend to be, I'm not saying absolute, serving the greater good, whether it's society or God's will or something like that.
Well, I see that at protests a lot, that main character energy a lot of people have.
Well, and it's nihilism, right? I mean, they just want to seek pleasure however they can, and they don't care about anything else. I mean, I also think that there's they're enabling mental illness, right? Like, so when you enable mental illness and you embrace it, and you
that is because they're God.
empower them, right?
They can't be wrong or bad.
Yeah, that's why they can
perfect.
change their sex, and that's why they can, become a.
But what I mean by, like, you've got this in many different forms. You've got the tech bros who literally want to be God. They want to upgrade their brains and program, like, download their mind into a computer and then become whatever. Who knows?
They should just stop microdosing.
They should
really
stop
should.
or
No,
start.
they should stop the
I think they should
microdose.
Start. I think they need to maybe
All of these
macro
AIs,
They'll be
dose.
macrodosing at
all
any
of
higher
these
level.
AIs that are being created, there's going to be like 6 different machine entities on the earth. They're going to fight. It's going to get nuts.
Yeah, I don't know how, but if you just turn off their way that
Or they'll merge.
Yeah, they merge.
They probably
I
would just
think.
merge.
I think that's probably what
Bro, you
the
can't
machines-
turn them off once they get going.
This is really blackpilling.
That's the singularity problem. So they've already given like GPT access to the internet, and immediately it tried making money. Yeah,
wow.
And what it said the N-word a bunch too. Didn't it? That's the first thing it learned. It's like,
no, there was a chatbot that got released like 10 years ago.
they kept saying racial slurs.
Yeah, and then within like a week, within like a weekend, it was just blasting racial slurs nonstop. They were like, turn it off. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.